Welcome to our safe space. If you're new here, please feel free to join the family. There's an offer for everyone. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. It means a lot. Please don't forget to like this video, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe. We're on our road to 500 subscribers, so please do subscribe. So I realized that I haven't been doing sit down videos, like where I actually talk about what I wanted to talk about initially when I started this channel. So I think it's because of everything that has been happening, being overwhelmed. I haven't been posting, and I'm so sorry about that. I will be consistent. I'll try to be very consistent again. Every Friday post videos. I think there's a lot going on at the strikes in my country, exams. I was also not okay mentally, so I guess I took one Friday off. I think I took two because of exams. I was studying for exams, so I think I took 2 Fridays off, and then after that I was just like, yeah. So I didn't even realize that I had been gone for long on YouTube until my friend mentioned it. So I was like, really? That seems very long, but like in my head it wasn't really that long. So I am really sorry. I will be consistent from now on. Yeah. So as you guys can tell from the title of the video, I will be talking about boundaries today. This is something that I am also learning. I wrote some notes. So this is something that I'm also learning. It's not something that I know, like that, like you learn something new about boundaries every single day. So I'm just like, yeah. As I was researching, because I did some research, so I can talk about something that I'm actually sure about, not something that actually just like, But some of the things I'll be referring to them based on my own personal experience, because I have set some boundaries. I had to set some, but I'd say I'm doing pretty good. So yeah, some of the things I will be talking about them, basing them on my experience, and yeah. So I did write some few notes. I just hope this video won't be long. I'll try to not make it long. So okay, I guess we can just start by defining boundaries. Like what exactly are boundaries? It's about teaching people how you want to be treated, and it's like rules that you make for yourself, rules that you also have to respect. I will get to that a bit later, but so yeah, I didn't know that there were types of boundaries. Okay, like I did know, but like I didn't know that there were types. Like I'd set a boundary for myself, but like I didn't know that, okay, that is an emotional boundary. That is okay. So there are like 4 types of boundaries that I learned about today, and that's emotional, time, topic boundaries, and physical boundaries. So like emotional boundaries is just like saying that, hey, I'm not comfortable talking about this. I'm not comfortable talking about my weight. I'm not comfortable talking about the way I speak. Can we not talk about that? Can you not bring up my weight? Can you not bring up the way I walk? Maybe I walk in a funny way. Can you not bring that up? So that's like emotional boundaries. And then time boundaries, just like okay, like I can't help you with this today because I'm busy, but I can actually help you maybe tomorrow, or maybe like a week after. Like I can't do this right now. That's like a boundary that you're setting for yourself. Because personally, I used to be this type of person that liked saving people. So like I drop everything that I'm doing so that I can like help you. And I realized that wasn't actually that wasn't good for me, because I would just abandon my own problems and try and focus on helping other people, and that wasn't healthy. Like that wasn't helping me. And most times you even find that I can't even help the person. So now I'm gonna deal with the problems that I have, and I'm also gonna deal with the fact that I was useless, like I couldn't help that person. So yeah, so that's like time topic boundaries. Topic boundaries is just like I'm not comfortable talking about this topic, you know. I don't feel like talking about this, so can we not, you know? And that's okay. Some things you don't have to have an opinion about everything, or like want to be heard all the time. Anyway, that's what I learned. It's just like, you know what, I know this, I read about it, I have facts about it, and I don't feel comfortable having this conversation with you, because yeah, it's just like, I don't know if you get it, but it's just like topic boundaries, just like, no, I cannot talk about this with you, and you have to respect that. Physical boundaries, please don't touch me, please don't use my juice bottle. Like, that's a boundary I'm setting. Don't use my things, okay? Just don't. So those are the type of boundaries that I also learned about today. I mean, I had those type of boundaries, like people around me know that they don't have to talk about this topic, certain topic, with me, because I'm not going to respond to it, or they know that they can't just come to me all the time. Okay, they do come to me all the time, but like, I think they just know that I can't help them all the time now, because I'm just like, yeah, I'd love to help you, but not right now, not today. Boundaries. I'm also busy with something. I'm also trying to take care of myself. So yeah, boundaries. Also, what I realize is that people will only respect your boundaries if you also respect them yourself. So like what I was saying, I think I mentioned it earlier. I don't know, but yeah, people are gonna respect your boundaries if you respect them yourself. So it's pretty useless to set boundaries if you're not going to respect them yourself. So for example, I was someone who didn't like when people made fun of my forehead, and I said this before in some other video that I posted when I started this channel. So like, if you set a boundary, it's just like, okay guys, okay, this is me setting a boundary. Okay guys, I don't like it when you talk about my forehead, and I don't like when you joke about it, you know. I'm setting a boundary. But now if someone makes a joke about it and I also laugh, you know, and I just throw maybe something funny, or I'm just like, you guys, stop it, and I'm also laughing, that's not respecting your own boundary. You set a boundary. You set a boundary. People have to respect that boundary. You also have to respect that boundary, you know. And that's how everything even grand, like if you also respect your own boundaries. And also you need to communicate. Like, you need to tell people your boundaries. You know, you can't assume that people are gonna know that a certain boundary exists in your head because of how you act after maybe they cross the line. For example, if I set a boundary that I don't want anyone touching my laptop, for example. If I set that boundary, I'm just like, I don't want anyone touching my laptop, and I set that in my head, you know. It's a boundary. Daily, like I'm stepping up for myself. I'm setting boundaries, and I don't want people touching my laptop. So now the problem, if I don't communicate, no one knows. So now, for example, if Damasiba takes my laptop, Damasiba doesn't know that I don't want people touching my laptop, because that's a boundary I set. But I set the boundary in my head. So I can't expect Damasiba to know that boundary just because maybe saying Namdua and not talk to her. You know, like, the only way that people are gonna know about these boundaries that you set, and the only way that people are going to respect your boundaries and take them seriously, is if you communicate them. Like, hi friend, I don't like people touching my laptop. Please don't do it next time. Or at least, please ask for permission, you know. And that way, she'll know that, okay, Dosa doesn't like me. Dosa doesn't like me touching her laptop, and she's not gonna do it. If she's a true friend, she's not gonna do it. So, excuse me, yeah. And then so it's important that we know how to not violate our own boundaries, you know, respect our boundaries and not violate them. So spending time with people to a point of emotional exhaustion. I'm someone who doesn't like spending time with people, you know. and as much as I want to be that friend for everyone, I want to be the friend that is always there. Like, hey, you're having a party, I'm gonna be there. Hey, you're going where? I want to be there and support you, and end up not taking care of myself. And I was like, boundaries, just like, yo, I'm tired of this person. I love you, but I'm just tired. So I'm just gonna rest. I'm not gonna see you. I'm just gonna rest, like maybe for a week. I'm not gonna see you for like a week. There's some people that I don't see for months. There's some people I don't see for weeks. It's just like, yeah, I'm trying to take care of myself because it's exhausting. It's just tiring. So you need to set your own boundaries, because you'll end up even hating people. Like, just set your boundary. If you don't feel like spending so much time with someone, it's okay. Spend like 30 minutes with them and just like leave, because you know that after an hour you're gonna get tired and just like, I shouldn't have even come here or whatever, or something like that. Now, speaking about something that is important to us, that's what I was saying about communicating your boundaries, letting people know that, yeah, I don't like it when people do this and that. So not speaking about something that bothers you is violating your own boundaries, because it's a boundary that I set for myself, but now I'm not respecting myself. I'm violating it by not speaking out. So now every time she takes my laptop, I'm gonna be angry about it and whatnot and stuff. Guarantee I could have just said something like, please don't take my laptop. I don't like it when you take my laptop, you know. So yeah, that's how you also violate your own boundaries, by not speaking up. And then overgiving without asking to have needs reciprocated. I used to be that person. Now, okay, I'm someone who loves a lot. I love someone. Like, if like I am going to love you, and the type of love that I'm gonna give you is the type of love that I will do anything for you. But then I had to realize that there's some limits, you know. Like, I can't be going all the way for people who actually aren't going all the way out for me. So now with certain people, there's like limits, like, okay, I'm gonna do this for this person, and this is where it's gonna end. This is my limit. So like I said, I don't know if I did say this, the boundaries, like setting rules and limits. So it's just like, okay, I love you, but this is as far as I can go for you. So yeah, I know that it has been really hard for me, because I really love people. I love loving people. So I just decided that, okay, this is my limit, and then the rest of the love that I was gonna give you, I'm gonna spend it on myself. So I guess that's how I ended up sorting out the whole thing, I guess. I don't know. Okay, not making your opinion a priority. I'm still working on that, but I have gotten so much better, honestly, because I used to do this thing where I wouldn't post a picture without asking like 3 or 4 or 5 of my friends, and like, okay, like, I'm gonna ask my friends how this picture looks. Okay, that's when I had low self-esteem as well. So I would do this thing where I'd ask like 10 of my friends or 5, and just like, God, how do I look in this picture? So now if they say that, you know, the fact that I sent the picture means that I like it. You know, the fact that I sent the picture means that I like it. So that is supposed to be like the number one. Like, that's just my opinion about that certain picture, has to be number one. But what I do is I would send it to a couple of my friends, and they would decide how it looks like, you know, like, oh, okay, how they feel about the picture. It's just like, okay, I feel like this picture is a bit weird here. Oh, I feel like this picture is, and you know, and when they say like things like that, and as much as I like the picture, like, I would end up not posting it, you know. But now I just like, I look at it, and my opinion matters the most about me. So if I like a picture, I'm just gonna post it, unless it looks weird and I do need a second opinion. But yeah, I've stopped doing that. Okay, not telling anyone about your boundaries. I've said this a couple of times. That is how we violate our own boundaries. And then, in as much as it's important to not violate your own boundaries, it's also important to not violate other people's boundaries. You don't exist alone in this world. So here I have, don't pressure someone to share something more than they feel like sharing. Again, I'm gonna make an example of myself. So like I said, I used to be someone who likes saving people. So now for me, in order for me to save you, I need to know the entire story. So now I'd force people to like share, like tell me what's wrong, because I want to help you. And I think as time went by, I realized that no, I'm actually violating, like, because some other people don't like talking about things. So now me forcing them to talk about them, it's just like, so yeah, that's how you also don't violate other people's boundaries. Don't force them to talk about something they don't want to talk about. If you ask someone like, hey friend, what's wrong? And she's like, or I don't want to talk about it at the moment, it's just like, just be like, okay, I hope whatever you're going through, you get through it. Don't try to force them, like, huh? Because I used to be the person, I still believe that if you don't talk about something, then you won't be able to heal from it. I still believe that. But just because that's how I feel and that's how I solve most of my problems, it doesn't mean that's how everyone does it. It doesn't mean that's how everyone sorts out their issues or get over things. So I've learned to actually respect that if someone says they don't want to talk about something, then it's fine. I'm not gonna force them to talk about. I'm just gonna move on to something, maybe like a happy topic, and then yeah. And when they're ready to tell me about it, they will. And then as for permission before you vent, I've said this a couple of times. People who know me know that I always say this, that before you actually vent and you unload your problems on your friend, ask them if they're okay. Like, hi friend, are you okay? Because I want to vent, I want to talk about something that has been bothering me, but I need to know if you're okay. Because I've said this a couple of times. Actually, I did say it once. I once recorded a video, I remember, where I said that sometimes we just need to understand that everyone has bad days, right? Everyone has bad days. So you can't, maybe one day you come to me and I'm having a terrible day. I'm having a terrible day. And you come to me and you're like, you don't even ask me if I'm okay. You don't ask me if I'm okay. You just start to problems. This happened, and this is what happened, and now I feel like this, and I'm sad, and blah 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 blah. And you might not like my response, right? It's just like, oh, I'm sorry, you're gonna be fine. You might not like that response, but I can't also help you because I'm also dealing with my own things, you get? So it's important for you to ask someone like, hey, are you in the right headspace for me to like vent, because I want to say something. And like, yeah, sure, I'm okay. You know, don't just come and unload your things on me. I also have problems. See, that's how you don't violate other people's boundaries. And then don't offer advice unless you have permission. So it's just like, hey, do you want me to listen or do you want me to give you advice? Don't just go off with your advice and say, hey, someone is venting, hey, me, I think that you should do this and do that and do that. No, sometimes other people just need you to listen. If I come to you, sometimes I just want you to listen to me vent, like, okay, this happened. I don't need you to tell me how to correct it, you know. So that's how you also not violate other people's boundaries. Okay. And then healthy boundaries, examples of healthy boundaries. For example, it's not my job to fix others. Something that I have learned. Great. It's not my job to fix others. It's okay if others get angry. We all get angry. If someone gets mad at you, that's okay. They have right to be angry. Yeah, it's okay to say no. Ooh, ever since I learned that it's okay to say no, I say no frequently. And it's been great. I tell you, it's been really great. So it's okay to say no. Never feel bad for saying no. It's just like, no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to come and see you. No, I don't want to. It's okay to say no. Don't feel guilty. That's the thing about setting boundaries. Whenever you set boundaries, you always feel guilty, you know, because of the way the person's gonna react. Or sometimes you feel like, you know, when you're used to letting people disrespect you, and then that one time you just like, no, you feel guilty because, you know, the other person's also used to just letting you, the other person's also used to you just letting them walk all over you. Yes. So now when you don't allow them to do that, they might also get a bit like sad. Yeah, and it's just like, how dang was supposed to try it again and feeling like, why not doing it for me now, because I used to doing it, and that also might make you feel guilty. But don't. It's okay. It's okay to say no. You get used to this thing. You get used to it. As time goes by, you just don't feel guilty about it. It's so easy. The more you say no, it's just so easy for you to get used to it. Yeah. So also, healthy boundaries is not my job to make. It's my job to make me happy. Nobody has to agree with me. This one took some time, but like, it's also like a healthy boundary. Nobody has to agree with me all the time. Just like, okay. And it actually has saved me from a lot of arguments, because it's just like, we're gonna have a few exchange, like we're just gonna exchange a few words here and there, and if I say that, this person is so adamant and they just convinced about whatever they have or know, so it's just like, what, it's fine, you don't. Okay, so my camera just cut while I was talking, and I was talking the entire time. So anyway, I think I ended at nobody has to agree with me. So like, it's okay. Look, I just lost everything now. If you don't agree with me, then whatever, it's cool. We keep it moving. That just saves you from a lot of arguing, from a lot of nonsense. It has really helped me a lot. So healthy boundaries. Nobody has to agree with me all the time. Like, you don't agree with me, then that's fine, whatever. And then I have a right to my own feelings. So just because you may consider something as petty doesn't mean that I have to consider it as petty. It's petty. So something that you might not cry about, I'm allowed to cry about it, because there's tweets in JOT. It's not that deep with whose feelings. It's deep. I consider it deep. It's my feelings, and I'm feeling sad about it, so I'm gonna cry. Like, if you would win personally, you feel like you wouldn't cry about something like that, then it's fine. But meaning, I am gonna cry about it, and yeah, it's my right to cry about it. So yeah, it's healthy boundaries. You don't need to feel bad about it. You don't need to feel bad about getting angry. I am angry about this. That's how I feel about it. So let yourself feel those certain emotions and stuff. So I'm gonna talk about the benefits. Okay, I was hoping this video wouldn't be long. I'm sorry. The benefits of healthy boundaries: reduces stress, just like I said. You don't have to argue with people. Reduces stress, and also helps people around you to set some boundaries as well. So now this is not something that like, what can I say? This is not something, it's not a responsibility to make sure that other people around you set boundaries because you have set them. I mean, it's just a plus, like, people see you setting your own boundaries, living stress-free, and they're just like, oh, that's a cool life. I also want that for myself, so I'm gonna set some certain boundaries for myself as well. And then build healthy relationships. Allows you to set your time well. And then so like I said, you may set some boundaries and other people may not respect them, mainly because you don't respect them, but like also some other reasons why. But I feel like all of them is just like, basically it's just you not respecting them. It's just like tiny versions of you not respecting them. But like, yeah, okay, so people don't respect your boundaries because you don't take yourself seriously. Just like I said, people will make fun of my forehead, and I also make fun of my head. It's just forehead. Like, it's like, girl, why are you taking yourself serious? It's just like, I said don't make fun of my forehead. Don't do that, That was so weird. But yeah, you have to take yourself seriously as well, just like, yeah, so that people can also respect your boundaries. You don't hold people accountable. You just let things slide. You will know, I'm sorry, but energy. You will know if you do something that I will hold you accountable for it. You apologize for setting boundaries. Please don't do that. It's just like feeling guilty for saying no. Don't do that. Don't apologize for setting a boundary. At first, it's very hard. I know it's very hard, but you get it. Trust me. You get used to it. And then you allow too much flexibility. If you set a boundary that you like, the example with the laptop. If I set a boundary, I'm just like, I don't want anyone touching my laptop. There should be no room for me to be flexible about it. I just said no one touches my laptop, you know, and that way that's how people are going to take it seriously. Can't see, sometimes I'm just like, okay, it's fine, you can take my laptop for today. And then the next day I'm just like, no, nobody touches my laptop. And then another day, just like, oh, it's fine, you can take my laptop. So now what happens if I leave the room and I'm going to town and I come back and I find someone busy with my laptop? Just like, so you just don't be flexible. Just like, no, I don't want people touching my laptop. No, so that even when I'm not there, they're not gonna touch my laptop. They will respect my boundaries. And then you're speaking on certain terms. It's just like, instead of saying no directly, it's just like maybe, or maybe just like, you know, I'd love to do this, but I can't, so I'm sorry, but no, you know, just like, don't speak in uncertain terms, you know, like, don't give like a person hope. I'm sorry, but like, that she should just know that, you know, she just said no and there's no convincing her. That's just it. It's final. And then you assume people will figure out your boundaries based on how you act after they violate them. Accept this. Communicate your boundaries. Don't just now you're angry when we don't even know. We don't know what's happened. Now you're angry. No, you can't expect me to know that you don't like me reading your books. You can't expect me to know that you don't like me reading your books by you not talking to me. But you, like, it's not really when you're not talking to me. I can't know what you're mad about. Frankly, I couldn't really care, you know. But like, yeah, that's not the point. It's just like, you can't expect people to like assume your boundaries because of how you act when you feel like they're being violated. And then you haven't verbalized your boundaries, they're all in your head. Said that. So yeah, this is it. These are the notes that I've written, and I feel like I've also learned a lot myself, you know. Yeah, I've learned a lot myself. Maybe when I do research more on boundaries, I will come back and share it with you guys. But this has been really helpful for me, and I hope that it has been helpful for you as well as you're watching this video. I guess if you actually reached up until this far, it was helpful. So please click that like button and subscribe. Please do subscribe, okay? On the road to 500 subscribers. So yeah, I hope that this will be a wake-up call for someone, for them to set boundaries, and this will also be a reason, not a reason, but like, I hope this also educated people to set boundaries. So yeah, I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you on my next one.